It's just really exciting. Meeting people, finding out who they are, doing the filming and the editing, and it's a whole process. Each step is exciting in that way. Would you say you're doing the work you love? Are you excited by it?
I'm very excited. I'm excited because we have someone like yourself in the world media who's looking at the delicate questions as to why we're here on this planet. Where do we go with all of the breakthroughs in science and education? Why we must work together as a team to work, as it were, in building a universal media where people in Africa and Asia and South America can share in the data that's now coming aboard Mother Earth from our satellites and from our space program and from our program of consciousness development. So you personify, in my opinion, one who is pushing the envelope to a whole new type of a global mind, a global education through the media.
Because you're not doing work you love, you're doing work that you're compelled to do.
There's a point of education to which you go beyond the professional side and work with what I call the human imperative to help the human race. So,
is this what about you
Well,
personally?
it's basically a university without walls. It's a camera without legs that goes in any direction of the eye of experience.
But your personal mission, why are you doing what you're doing?
I'm doing this because I have a fantastic love of the divine spark in all humanity. I see God in the face of everyone I talk to. And to quote the Gospel of Thomas, I see the importance of realizing that the spirit of the Christ figure is embedded within each human heart, and the heartbeat is the whole mystery of life that has to be explained along with the purely physical science.
But why do you personally do it? You travel around the world, you give seminars, he's written this amazing book. What compels you personally, like, to get up in the morning and do your research?
It's the visualization that we as a humanity are coming together in the 21st century to embark upon a whole new venture into the next phase of development, which is to put together a unification of the human race.
But I want to get personal. Why personally do you do what you do?
I do it because I've had personal experiences of what I call the mystical vision of seeing there's no separation between science and the spiritual, the east and the west, the north and the south. We are all in what the Spanish call the la paloma, the dove of life.
But are you driven? It seems like you're driven to do your work.
I'm inspired as a result of seeing that we are all connected.
Dr. Hurtak and his wife are welcomed all over the planet because of the work they do. It's been received publicly in every country around the world, the Keys of Enoch. And how does that make you feel when your work is received?
I feel very honored. And my students throughout the world, I can just show some pictures here.
Yeah.
I put our ideas to work where we teach people how to visualize how we are connected with the dolphins, how we are connected with the tree of life, and how the tree of life, which is the mystical symbol of all science and all spiritual knowledge, converges on the horizon of new opportunities.
But I'm getting at, is it satisfying for you, or is it just the way it's supposed to be? I mean, do you get personal satisfaction?
I draw satisfaction in the sense that I am touching every day the human hearts of people throughout the world who, through your work and others like you, can feel the drama of life, and through that drama finds happiness and joy. That the moment that we live in, the moment of the universe, is the divine human experienced as one.
But what does that do for you?
It makes me happy.
Okay, that's what I was getting at. It makes you happy.
The two things come together, love and joy, and they meet with a kiss on my face invisibly.
Thanks. He is totally doing the work he loves to do. I mean, he doesn't have a choice. He's just out there every day. And I know him personally. He's researching, he's living this work. There's no separation between your life and your work, and that, I think, is the best.
How am I able to always be in the moment with all the stressors of everyday life? You know, it's time schedules, subways, buses, your job, your boss, your whoever you work with, your children. How can you always keep yourself in the moment like that?
You can't, but you already are. So the link, which is the crucial thing, the most vital thing, is breathing. To pay attention to your breathing from morning to night, to never lose your rhythm, Is it worth losing your peace? Is it worth losing your rhythm to run after the bus?
No, it's not worth it.
You know?
It's never worth
There
it.
will, there'll always be another bus. Another way to really open to the moment, and I know this sounds cliche-ish, but it's really true, is by developing the attitude of gratitude.
I'm standing on the corner. I'm waiting for the bus that isn't coming. Am I grateful, or am I?
I'm grateful for the fact that I'm here and I can breathe and I can see the air and the clouds.
I see what you
I'm
mean.
grateful for being here. I'm grateful I have this chance today to meet you. I'm grateful for these beautiful flowers. And now here's an interesting thing. That's like the easy stuff. When you really get good at this, as a practice, okay, it's not, you can't do it automatically. You start being grateful for the weather, whether it's hot, cold, rainy, and then you say, oh, I remember when I started to appreciate the winter. I used to hate the winter, get all bummed out, I can't. The minute you open up to it, there's this new richness that comes in. So mindfulness is achieved through breath, relaxation, gratefulness, not trying to do too much, and having the pride and self-worth to whatever you do to do it really well. Like, here's an interesting thing. It's not just the work I love, like sometimes that gets misinterpreted as some romantic notion, I'll get this great job.
Right.
How many of us are able to do the jobs that we have 100% and give it all of our attention, all of our love? Very few, because everyone's in such a hurry. Or things have to be mass produced.
I work one-on-one with people and in large groups also. And sometimes in my role at work, I have, one person is asking me this, another person is asking me that. And it's very difficult to keep yourself focused on first answering everybody's questions, and how can you keep the stress level down, even in trying to please these various people, these various pulls on you, all in the same moment, through breathing, through just knowing that that you'll get through it. How do you deal with a situation like that?
Okay. Human life is imperfect. Right? You can never please everybody.
You said that again.
You can't even please one person. A kid, they're never happy. So at some point, we have to stop being the people pleaser. We have to create a boundary and create really healthy boundaries, not to isolate ourselves from others, but to give us the strength that we can go out into the world. I think this famous Rabbi Hillel said, if I'm not for myself, then who am I for? So this idea of abundance is not being a martyr. Imagine a well with 12 buckets around it. If those buckets are filled up with water, you can give from those buckets. But when those buckets are empty and you start giving from the well, you get depleted.
Wow. Interesting.
And that is not goodness. That is not altruism.
Okay.
That is a form of scarcity. It's saying, I'm not good enough. I'm only good if I destroy myself to help the company or to help this, that kind of thing. And my sense is the days of martyrdom are over. We don't need them. We don't need martyrs. We need whole, relaxed, well-being people.